let's get saucy today. G'day friends, how's it going? Welcome back to Sam's Home Kitchen, where I bring to you budget-friendly recipes with sustainability in mind. We're talking about sauces today. Open up the fridge, open up your cabinet. I'm sure you've got a handful, up to a dozen of different sauces at home. There are sauces that I would buy because they are hard to come by, or they are special recipe, or it just doesn't make sense to make at home. But on the other end of the spectrum, there are condiments or sauces that I think buying is just a waste of money. So I'm going to show you 3 sauces that I make regularly at home. And by doing so, we're getting better quality, we're saving money and saving on packaging. So the 3 sauces I'm showing you today: sweet chili sauce, a thick sweet soy sauce, and mayonnaise. Enough said, and let's get into it. So yeah, yours truly somehow stuffed up the entire A-roll camera. So this video, all we have is our B-rolls and close-up shots, so hope you enjoy. We're starting with sweet chili sauce. As always, we use a scale for our recipes where possible, so we can make as much or as little to fit our use case. The golden ratio for sweet chili sauce is 1 part water, 1 part vinegar, and 1 part sugar. I started by measuring out 100 grams of water, followed by 100 grams of vinegar, and you guessed it, 100 grams of sugar. I am using raw sugar, but normal white sugar also works just fine. To get a thicker consistency, add in about 5 grams of tapioca starch or cornstarch. Next, we give it a good stir to make sure that our starch is fully dissolved into the liquid. We don't want clumps, as that will likely give us a bit of a sweet chili bubble tea. Chili wise, I'm adding some dried chili flakes to be cost effective. You can use fresh chili for some better flavor. To boost it in aromatics, I'm also adding 2 cloves of garlic. Start by crushing the garlic cloves. Thinly slice it without cutting all the way through. Turn it 90 degrees and mince finely. Once all is done, move the pot over to the stove on medium to low heat. Be sure to keep stirring while heating to avoid starch thickening up at the bottom, causing inconsistency. Add a pinch of salt to season to balance out the sweet and sour flavor. Heat it until boil and the liquid is no longer cloudy. Lastly, we add in the garlic we minced earlier to preserve the pungency. Stir it up and that's about it. Sweet chili sauce done in 5 minutes. Sauce number 2. Chiang You Gao, or thick sweet soy sauce. Start with 150 grams of water, followed by 100 grams of soy sauce. Just your ordinary soy sauce will do, no light or dark soy. 50 grams of sugar. Again, I'm using raw sugar, but white sugar works just as well. 10 grams of starch, slightly more than sweet chili sauce for a thicker consistency, and stir until well combined. Over medium to low heat. Similar to sweet chili sauce, we want to stir it constantly to avoid burning. Come take a closer look. You'll see the liquid go from a cloudy brown color to a deep and dark brown in just a few minutes. I recommend using a spatula to stir. Once we got it up to boil, we can turn it off. See the back of the spoon. This thickness is exactly what we're after. Jar or bottle it up, and it's good to sit in the fridge for a good little while. And as per always, make sure to scrape clean our pot and not waste anything. Sauce number 3. We're making Kewpie-Style Mayo. Start with an egg. More specifically, we only want the egg yolk. So crack an egg and fish out the egg yolk. We'll leave the white behind. Don't jus toss it, save it for some other recipes. Now we have a yolk. Pop it on a scale. Here, my yolk is about 50 grams. Add in half of that in water and vinegar, so that is 25 grams each. 1/10 in salt, so 5 grams. 3% MSG, so 1.5 grams. Grab a stick blender and give it a blitz to combine first. After that, slowly trickle in some neutral oil while blending. You'll start to see the mayo thickening up as we add more oil into the emulsion. Oil should be around 1.3 to 1.5 times of egg yolk, so somewhere around 60 to 80 grams ish. Feel free to adjust based on your preference. Give it a good wipe, bottle up, and that is our Kewpie mayo done. With the sweet chili sauce, I thought it's only appropriate to make a rice paper roll for lunch. It's so bloody hot here in Perth in summer. Light meals is the only way to go on 40-degree hot days like this. What is your favorite hot summer dish? Share it in the comment section with me. I would love to hear from you. And all this up, the cost breakdown is right on the screen here. Making these sauces at home is so worth it. Alright, and there we have it. We've got 3 different sauces that we made today, laid right in front of me. I'm going to dive in, try individual ones, and then just let you know what the flavor is like. Steam bun from a freezer, perfect for a little dip in the soy sauce. Silky smooth texture, a good balance of sweet and savory flavor. Might be a little bit on thick side, can reduce the starch, but I'm not complaining. Next will be our sweet chili sauce. The homemade version, a lot more vibrant, a lot more exciting, more flavor compared to the store-bought one. Here, you can taste the vinegar, you can go as spicy as you want, and the garlic that I added in the end just makes it a lot more pungent, freshly made, hasn't been sitting on the shelf for weeks and months and years. Last one here, we've got our Kewpie mayo. I was going to make some karaage chicken, but it was just too much effort. I got some pork here, and that will do. When I was tasting it on its own, some elements of it was a little bit strong, but it's a perfect companion if you got some protein. This will go well with fried chicken, sushi, and it just gives you a little bit more oomph thanks to the addition of MSG and less of the egg white. Alright, that is what I got for you today. These 3 different sauces, really easy to make, especially the sweet chili sauce and the sweet thick soy sauce. These 2, once you make it up, they can stay in the fridge for a very long time. That is what I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something, give it a like. If you want to see more of these budget-friendly recipes, consider subscribing to my channel. I have one of these videos coming out every 2 weeks. Thank you so much and Happy New Year.